Good evening. Good evening. Yes, happy days. Where is Nicolas Pepe? Where is he? Not been announced. I'm rather disappointed that they've not announced it tonight. But 9 times out of 10, when the medical is done, they do it the next day. So he will probably be announced tomorrow at some point. But yeah, kind of sad. It ain't been officially announced yet. But we all know it's done. So I just want to get that announcement. I just want the announcement to come out, just so we all know, and we can go, yep, it's done. Now we move on to the next one. But it looks like we're going to have to wait until tomorrow for that. So, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to sleep much tonight, knowing that we've got an absolute baller. And it's quite funny actually, because I spent a lot of time on Twitter today, and there is a hell of a lot of people, especially Man United fans, that are a little bit salty. Like I said on my other stream, Salt and Pepe. That's how it is right now. They're so peed off that we've got him and they ain't. And they were in for him as well. So they're also in for Samuel Umtiti right now. So wouldn't it be funny if we went and done him on that as well? Obviously the connection with Barcelona with Raul, and obviously working at Barcelona for as long as he did, it would be hilarious if we went and got Samuel Umtiti from under their nose as well. We've obviously already got Ceballos and Saliba from under the nose of Tottenham. And now we've got Pepe from under the nose of Man United. So, yeah, they're rather salty right now. And it just goes to show, listen, I've said this a million times before, it just goes to show Europa League football don't mean nothing. If you've got the money and you're willing to spend the money, none of this, no one's available, and we don't want to pay an extra £500,000 and all that crap. If you've got the money and you want the player will come. We've proved that yet again. We proved it with Lacazette. We've proved it with Aubameyang. We proved it with Pepe now. And going further back, we proved it with Sanchez and Ozil. So, you know, we've done some fantastic business this summer, in my opinion. We've got a young up-and-coming prospect in Martinelli who looks decent. I mean, he is really decent by the looks of it. We have also got Saliba for next season. Shame that we couldn't maybe put Koscielny into that deal. Maybe it was a little bit too far down the road for that to have happened. But it would have suited both parties. He goes back to France, they get a centre-back, and we get Saliba now. We've also got Ceballos on loan, a very good midfielder. And obviously Pepe. So now, all that needs to happen is we need to go and get a left-back, and we need a centre-back. The left-back is probably going to be Kieran Tierney. That's not far from being done. If you read all the reports out there right now, we're going back in. I think that will get done by the end of this transfer window. The centre-back, well, could it be Umtiti? Who knows? Could it be Rugani? I know which one I'd rather. I'd rather Umtiti. And we're moving mad this summer at the moment. We're going in with big bids. We went in for a big bid for Wilfried Zaha, 65 million plus Reece Nelson. You know, and Arsenal ain't mucking about. We've got money. We've got loads of money sat in the bank. And we're looking like we're going to have a set structure now in place where the manager decides who he wants. He takes that list to the hierarchy. They go and get them deals done. He don't have nothing to do with negotiations like the previous manager had. And he just trusts Raul to go and get it done. Obviously, we've got Edu in there as well now. Edu is obviously going to be scouting players and putting players forward and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it's all going in the right direction. And I've said it enough times, this the last time I'm going to say it really, but a lot of people lost their rag very early in this transfer window. Nobody had really signed anybody at that point, and everyone lost their shit. Now they all look rather stupid a couple of weeks later when we've announced 4 players if Pepe gets announced, so or when it gets announced. So yeah, and we've smashed our transfer record as well. So, you know, sometimes you just got to hang fire and wait until the window shuts before you start going off the rails. But, you know, there was always plenty of time to get stuff done. And 9 times out of 10, transfers in transfer windows do not get done, or the main business doesn't get done until the last 2 weeks. And, oh, look, we're in the last 2 weeks and we're going to announce a £72 million signing. Man United are probably going to announce an £80 million signing in Maguire. You know, and there's still going to be more business to be done as well. Leroy Sané could go out of Man City for about 70 million quid. So, you know, all the big business, it takes a long time to get these deals done. There has to be certain clauses in there and it has to be right for everybody. Sometimes that's not the case and they fall through. But, you know, to start losing your rag halfway through a transfer window, it's like, really? But there we go. Rab Lewis plays 1. Thank you for that, my friend. Could it still be? It could still be announced tonight. Well, it could be, but it's 9:15 now. It's a little bit late. If they are going to announce it, then they need to hurry up, because obviously global times. Some people will be going to bed in a minute, so other people might just be waking up. To be honest, I think it'll be announced around about the 3 o'clock mark tomorrow. They announced Ceballos around that sort of time, and that's the perfect timing for a global fan base, which we are, because a lot of people will just be getting up, a lot of people will be in the evening time, and it's bang centre in the day for us. So yeah, there is that possibility tomorrow. Get the party started, bruv. Trust me, VP, the party's started already, boy. Especially Man United fans, rants. He was praising Pepe last week, and now he's so salty. And he's the Ivorian Darren Bent. Listen, like, they're all entitled to their opinion, but I just find it funny, man. The thing is, if Man United fans had, if Man U had got Pepe, then they'd be all over the internet harassing Arsenal fans. It's as simple as that. They'd be going in. There'd be gifts going around, and like just banter left, right, and centre. The fact that we've got them, the fact that they are a bigger club than us. Let's be real. They are a bigger club. They're one of the biggest clubs in world football, but they ain't acting like a big club right now. They're acting like Accrington Stanley. You know, they're going in well, they've bought a decent kid. I ain't going to lie, that kid from Swansea's decent. They've bought a decent right back as well, probably one of the best in the league. Well, he is one of the best in the league, isn't he? Top 3 in the league, I'd say. If not the best, he's probably the best defensive right back. Maybe not the best going forward, but he is definitely the best defensive. But yeah, they're not really acting like a massive football club right now. So listen, let them crack on. I'm just loving life right now. I've stayed so positive all summer. I've had a little wobble here and there, but I've tried to stay as positive as I can, because at the end of the day, you know, transfers of that size, and I didn't expect us to get Pepe. I'm not going to sit here and blag it and say that I did, but I did do a transfer video very early in the transfer window when we were first linked to him, and people in the comment section were going, "Oh, we ain't getting him, we ain't getting him." And I'll be honest with you, when I was actually saying it and talking it, I didn't believe we were going to get him. We were in for him, apparently, which is why I put it out there. But I did never expect us to be at this point where we're about to announce him as a record signing to the club. So listen, you've got to praise the club for that. It might not be the marquee centre back that we need, but at the end of the day, we're going to score a hatful more goals, and we are now a serious threat going forward against every single team. If Laka ain't doing it and Aubameyang ain't doing it, then Pepe does it, and vice versa. So we've got 3 genuine players there that can all score goals out of nothing. Pepe's quicker than he looks as well. The guy's rapid, very physical, a little bit clumsy on the ball sometimes, gives it away easily, but his work rate and his hunger to win the ball back is ridiculous. So that can only help, because we've got players at this club that don't want to do that side of the game. So that's going to be a positive for us. Take a nap or come out our front 3. Do both, mate. Do both, Aaron. Yeah, come on, pal. It's all good. Titi or Regani, who would you prefer? Well, I think that's an easy question, Rohit. I think Titi's the one, mate. He's got to be the one. Thank you to over 1,200 of you watching live right now. The streams have been absolutely mad. Ever since I went to Spain, if I'm being honest, a couple of weeks back, the amount of live viewers I've had on these streams recently has been ridiculous. So, and big up yourselves as well, because the last 2 I've done, the 2 I've done today, both of them are on 30,000 views already. So massive, massive props to all of you guys that take part, that come and join my streams, listen to my thoughts, like listening to my thoughts, and give your input as well. So massive, massive respect to all of you guys. If you are new, please subscribe. I think it was about 190 people subscribed off of that 5 o'clock stream already. So massive respect to you guys, as well as the ones that have already subbed, and I'm very close to 24k as well. So that's been boxed off pretty quick, because I was on 22k the other day. I'm 11 away from it. I'm just checking that, 11 away from it. So yeah, thank you very much. Tierney, Kolasinac, or Ainsley, Maitland-Niles and Kolasinac until Hector comes back. Well, listen, I'd rather Maitland-Niles playing midfield, if I'm being honest. He ain't a right back. Tierney is a left back, but he can play right back, so I'd get Tierney and play him right back until Bellerin's fit. I don't think Bellerin's going to be back in October. I think he'll probably be back before that. He's back in training, so that's a result. So yeah, hopefully he's back, because listen, last season I've not been his biggest fan over the years, right? And the season before last, he was absolute crap. Last season he improved a hell of a lot, and his crossing was miles better. Defensively, he still ain't got it, but hopefully this season he will step his game up again. Who knows? We shall see. But I'm so buzzing for the start of this season now. But we do need a centre back. You know, the left back. Listen, if Tierney don't happen, we've got 2 left backs. They're not the greatest, but we've got 2 left backs. But we definitely need a centre back. Definitely need a centre back. Tierney can play left-sided centre back as well, says Herb. Good evening, mate. Ricardo Pereira says Georgie. Good evening to you, mate. Hope you're well. People like Turkish who protested will be eating their words. Listen, do you know what, Sergio, right? I understand that. Yeah, listen, Turkish is my boy. Yeah? He's my friend, right? A very good friend of mine. He knew my thoughts on that anyway. He knew my thoughts on the protests and all that sort of stuff. But listen, I tip my hat to him. Yeah, he got up off his backside. He didn't just talk online. Yeah, he actually got off his arse and went and tried to do something. Yeah, obviously the numbers weren't massive, but people still turned up, and that's a start. Yeah, and he passionately believed that that was the best way to do stuff. Off of the back of that, a hell of a lot of people did the "We Care Do You" and wanted the Cronkies to spend some money. Well, listen, the club spends what it earns. It's as simple as that. We've got millions sat in a bank account. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the previous regime, who are no longer at this football club, were the ones that were in charge of the purse strings. If they phone Kroenke up and said, we're going to do 60 million on Aubameyang, he'll go, yeah, do what you want, you're in charge, bye. Yeah, because he trusted somebody who's been in football for 35 years. Why wouldn't he? He knows nothing about football. But I will say this, right? I will say this, right? And actually, I'll come back to that and say it. What I will say about Turkish, right? He was passionate about it. I helped promote it for him. I tweeted it. I said it on my streams. I didn't agree that that was the right way, but he's my pal, so I tried to help him out. Yeah, it's not about getting one up on people and like saying, "Oh, well, they're going to be eating their words." Listen. As much as I'd love to sit here and say that, I ain't going to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we were always going to sign players. It was just a case of waiting. A lot of people got impatient because of the last decade and stuff like that. I get it. I do get it. I was impatient. Listen, I was screaming for the last manager to go for 6 years. I even stopped going to games until we signed Lacazette because we had no decent strikers as soon as we sold Van Persie. So, you know, as soon as we signed a proper striker, I started going again. And, you know, if I felt so passionate about, no, I'm not going to spend my money on him. So I decided to stop going. And that was my argument to a lot of people. Like, if you feel passionate about saying, it's easy to sit there and go, well, yeah, we've got an emotional attachment. And it's easy to say, oh, well, we can't just give up our ticket. Well, if you genuinely, this is just my fault, and I'm not digging anyone out. I'm just saying, if it was me and I felt that passionate about it, I'd say, well, do you know what? There's the ticket back. I'm not going. Guess what? I've done my bit. I'm having no part of putting my money into that football club. But a lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people, you know, a lot of people are different, and that's up to them. Listen, I ain't going to tell them what they can and can't do. They're adults, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But for me, that weren't the right way. But I ain't going to mug Turkish off. He's my pal, man. How much is Upam Menkana? I'll never get that geezer's name right. The Leipzig centre-back that's not called Kanate. I have no idea, if I'm being honest, mate. I genuinely do not know how much that guy is worth. It's going to be quite a bit of money, though, Vartan. But I'd say maybe 40 million, 50 million. I don't know, mate, to be honest. Good evening, Kartik. Hope you're well, mate. Pepe number 19 equals 19 goals in his first season. Well, that would be nice. That would be nice, mate. Yank Gunner. Really loving the away kit. Do you know what? I'm actually kind of disappointed with this kit. I'm not going to lie. Right? I'm kind of disappointed with it. Look, it's a nice enough kit, yeah? It's a nice enough kit. Anyone wondering why I've got that on underneath it? I sweat like a motherfucker with this t-shirt type, the material. I sweat like fuck. And it is about 40 degrees in my house as well. So, yeah, I've got fans on all over the place. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of disappointed with that. Like, when you compare it to the other bruised banana one, it's not a patch on it, is it? And out of the 3 kits with the blue one, if that blue one is the blue one, and it is the one that we've all seen all over the internet when that comes out, if that is the kit, then for me, this is the worst of the 3. I think the red one and the blue one are way above it. But listen, I bought it. I said that I was going to buy all 3. I'm going to get some of the polo shirts as well. The red one looks nice. And a couple of other T-shirts as well. Why can't Benfica make 130 million kids, but we can't. Well, exactly. That's the problem. Like we've had players. Thank you for that, Eric, as well. We've had players at this football club that have been worth an absolute fortune, and we've let them walk out for nothing. Alexis Sanchez was swapped for Mkhitaryan. Jesus Christ, what planet were you on? We've let Aaron Ramsey, who in today's market, if he was under a contract, would be worth £60 million. 60 million pounds. Well, there's 110 million because we rejected 60 for Sanchez for Man City. There's 110 mil. Danny Welbeck was 20 million quid if he's under contract. So there's 130 mil we've let walk out. Jack Wilshere, Fabianski, they're players that have walked out of this club for nothing. Serge Gnabry went for 5 mil. If you add all of this up over the last 5 years or so, we've let probably about £250 million worth of players walk out of this club for absolutely nothing. That is the difference between us and Liverpool. We have let our players walk out for nothing. They've sold theirs for stupid amounts of money. And that is the difference between going and doing 70 million on a keeper and 75 on Van Dijk, or scrimping and scraping for 20 million pound buys and one big buy. That is the difference. And if we'd not let them players walk out for free, then we would be sitting here with a proper centre back. I'm not going to slag Leno. I think Leno's decent, but we wouldn't have gone in for Leno. We would have gone for somebody else. We might have even gone in for Alisson. Who knows? Who knows? But listen, we've let a lot of players walk out of this club for absolutely nothing. And that is why we're sitting here in the transfer window thinking, well, are we going to get it? So I kind of get why people were losing their rag. But at the same time, you know, if the owners are only about money, how have we allowed that to walk out? And that is why I've always maintained that the owner, his biggest fault and his only fault for me was letting them two run that for as long as they did. But anyway, that's done. It's by the by. Let's not be negative. Fuck all that shit. We're signing Pepe, boy. Thank you to nearly 2,000 of you watching live. I do appreciate that. Only 292 likes on the video, so do stick a like on it. Anyone who's not joined my fantasy league as well, there's nearly 1,500 of you that have. Feel free to join that. What I'm going to do for 5th place to 10th place is, I don't know, just a voucher for a shop or something. 10, 15 quid for each place from 5th to 10th. Top prize is 250, second 150, third is 75, and fourth is 50. We got 19 million for Solanke. Well, there you go. There you go, Rabba. 19 million pound for a player that had played, what, 5 games for you lot? 19 million. We're letting our player, Danny Welbeck, walk out the club for nothing. Whether you like him or not, he's walked out for free. Anyway, let's read some of these comments for 5-10 minutes or so. Jack45, good evening, mate. You've got 600 new subs today. Yeah, it's gone mad, mate. I'm not going to lie. It has gone mad. And thank you to everyone who has joined. I do appreciate that. Because Pepe joined, I'm buying the kit for the first time after boycotting. Nice one, HYST. Which one you going after, mate? What would it take for Ozil to win you over? Says Rashil Shah. I don't think that's possible right now, if I'm being honest, mate. Everyone knows my thoughts on Ozil. I don't need to go down that road. But I've seen a lot of people putting him in their starting 11s for the season, and that is a massive mistake, in my opinion. Can't play with passengers, and he's a passenger for a lot of it. So yeah. I was the 24,000th sub, says Legend Torreira. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Do you smoke? Yes, I do. I smoke cigarettes. That's about all I smoke. Bilic for 10 million, decent business considering we got him for peanuts. That is, mate, listen, a lot of people want him to start. I've seen no evidence to suggest he's a starter for Arsenal, but if you can get 10 million quid in for him, then fantastic. Fortune, thank you for that, mate. Appreciate it. Will Arsenal sign Everton? Suarez, says Louis. I'm not so sure they will, mate. I think that a centre back and a left back will be what we're going to do. The code for my fantasy league is pinned to the last video. I'll stick it in there. I think it's S for sugar, F for Freddy, J. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. In fact, I'll tell you what it is. I've got a screenshot of it, but not that you guys are going to see it because the comments are going so quick it'll be gone by the time I've typed it. So yeah, if you've got your phone handy, S for sugar, F for Freddy, J for Jupiter, B for Bertie, J for Jupiter, D for Dick. So yeah, join the league, pick a team, happy days. Shirts in America are expensive, $120 for a Torreira jersey, but I'm still buying it. Mate, ship it over from England. This was $54.99 from Sports Direct. $54.99. I haven't got a name on it. But if I wanted a name on it, it's $64.99. So ship it over from England. It'll be cheaper, mate. Nick, thank you for that, buddy. 1,800 viewers, smash the like button. Thanks for reminding people, Roy. Appreciate that. Only 393 likes right now. So if everyone went and smashed the like button, that would help. Guna Eagle Eye in the building, 1,900 watching, fluky motherfucker. But mate, listen, I appreciate it, man. Listen, this channel has grown massively. And if you're not subscribed to Guna Eagle Eye, that reminds me actually. Guna Eagle Eye will be coming onto this channel next season to do live watch-alongs on my channel for away games. So anybody who's new to this channel, let me just kick that clown out. Bye-bye. Anybody who's new to my channel and doesn't know, I will be doing watch-alongs for every single away game next season because I'm not doing the away games. Home games I'll be going. So Chig will be doing live streams, live watch-alongs on his channel, Guna Eagle Eye. So go and subscribe to him, help him get a little boost. And every single away game, he will be on here and we'll be doing a live watch along. So you can watch us either laughing or crying or, I don't know, having a meltdown. Who knows? But we could be laughing that we've slapped a team 8-0 and or 9-0 when our front three have scored hat-tricks each. Or we could be crying because we've been slapped again at Anfield. So who knows? Who knows? You know what Arsenal are like. You never know who's going to turn up for Arsenal and what Arsenal are going to turn up. So is Lee actually doing the naked challenge? No way in a million years am I running start bollock naked down the street. For anyone who don't know, I said on a video, I don't even know when that video was. I said if we sign Nicolas Pepe, I'll run stark bollock naked down the street. Obviously that's come back to bite me a few months later. But nah, don't worry, I'm not going to get myself arrested for indecent exposure. Thanks, Rabba, appreciate that. David and Goliath, gang, thank you, mate. I'll never put my name on a shirt just in case, says King of Kush. Mate, I made that mistake and put Granit Xhaka on when we signed him, and look how that went. DJ Fury, it ain't happening, bruv. It ain't happening. It's not happening. I'm surprised that so many people want to see me with my cock out. It's kind of worrying, if I'm being honest. Looking peng today. Thank you, mate. Every day I get told that. When is the first podcast? I've been here since 100 subs. Thank you, Simon. I do genuinely appreciate that. The podcast is hopefully going to be at the end of this week, recorded. It will be out in the first week of August. So yes, that will be recorded on Friday, I think. So yeah, I'll be traveling to meet the person. We'll be having a nice spot of lunch together, a couple of beers, and we'll do the podcast. So it should be good. And then it'll be out the first week of August. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it monthly to start off with. It'll be out in the first week of every month. I'll pick a day. It depends obviously on what games are going on and what times and stuff like that. I'm obviously going to be doing press conference reaction videos. I'm going to be doing previews and reviews and stuff like that. And also starting 11 reactions. So I don't want it to get in the way of any of that. So I'm going to have to find a place where it can come out, where it don't interfere with any of that. Don't back out. I'm not backing off if we get Everton. Sergio, man, I can't do it, bruv. I can't. Don't forget we got a certain percentage off player sale compared to other clubs that get huge fees with their sales just to pay off their debts. Good evening to you, Seven Farisha. I hope you're well, mate. And this is the thing, like, Arsenal are very clever the way they do their business. They're very clever. They're not going to come out and say they've got £400 million to spend. Let's be honest. Every club in the world knows PSG, Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and United have got big Wonga. Everyone in the world thinks we're absolutely skin and we're Barnet. So we're always going to get a little bit of a cheaper deal. If Man United wanted Pepe, it probably would have been 88 million, 90 million, 100 million. We're getting him for 72 million. So, you know, it's good. It's good. And I think that is going to look like a bargain. I think he's fantastic. Thoughts on going for Danny Rose if we don't get Tierney, says Eric. No, not for me, man. Although, listen, he is half decent, but nah, we can't have him, mate. Can't have him. We need better than that. Banter club profiting off a loss, says Sheikh Abu. Bruv, listen, I don't know where you've been since the last game of the season, bruv. Yeah, but I'm here every day, every day. not just game day, every day, bruv. Yeah? So technically, I profit every day, innit? So you can get that off your high horse as well now. And you can have a mute from the channel just for being a complete and utter prick. What about Arsenal Barca next week? Messi playing in it. Wait, do you know what? You've just reminded me. I might actually go to that game. I might actually go to that. I haven't got a ticket yet, but I might actually get a flight over just for the game. So we'll see. Watch this space. I'm not going to promise, but I might actually go. Where do you think we'll finish this season, says Connor. Ask me that again on deadline day at 5:01. I'll let you know then, but it's looking promising right now. You should donate all of the money you made off of YouTube so that Arsenal can buy Tierney, Ziyech and Messi. But listen, you don't think I'm fucking earning fortunes. It's peanuts, mate. Peanuts. Yeah, I do it because I like doing it, and I enjoy interacting with people. I enjoy talking. I talk for a living. That's what I do. So yeah, I do enjoy doing it, and the feedback's great, and it's nice to interact with people. So that's why I do it. It's because I enjoy doing it. If I earn a few quid off of the back of it, fantastic. But you know, I've never asked for anyone to give me any money. Do you know what I'm saying? People go on like fucking, oh no, how dare you earn money talking into fucking a YouTube stream? Yeah, how about go fuck yourself? Great channel, dude. How do you rate this window out of 10, says Tor. Thank you, my friend. Come back to me on deadline day at 5:01 with the other fella, and I'll give you a rating on that. Thank you to still over 1,800 watching live. Thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Thank you to over 24,000 subscribers now, which we surpassed on this stream. And listen, without you guys, I wouldn't be sat here continuing to do streams every day because, listen, if I had 2 people subscribe to my channel, yes, I'll still make content because I enjoy doing it. But I wouldn't be able to sit here for 27 minutes chatting on a stream because I'd have 2 people in it and they'd get bored and fuck off. So listen, I do appreciate every one of you, every single one of you. I do appreciate the likes and everything. Like, it's mad how you guys have built this channel up. Is absolutely crazy in 8 months. So thank you very much to all of you. It's a shame I couldn't get you all in a room and buy you all a drink or something, but you're scattered all over the globe. Some of you people are crazy, man. I swear, they're proper haters, you know, proper haters. But you know what? You'll get hate whether you do good or bad. If you say you don't like Ozil, you're getting hate. If you say you like Ozil, you're getting hate. If you say you like Man United and you're a Man United fan, you're getting hate. So do you know what? Do what the fuck makes you happy. Simple as that. Fuck the haters. They inspire me. What has been Arsenal's best ever transfer window? Good evening, Jamie Klinkett. I hope you're well, mate. Arsenal's best ever transfer window was probably the one when we signed Dennis Bergkamp and David Platt, mate. I'll never forget that day we signed Dennis Bergkamp, man. I could not believe we had signed Bergkamp, and look at what he went on to achieve with us, man. Absolute baller. Best footballer I've ever seen for Arsenal. Why is nobody going for Alderweireld? Evening, Oliver. I hope you're well, mate. Probably because he's probably going to stay at Tottenham. I don't know. Maybe they're going to renew his contract or something. Pepe is better than Messi. You lot are mad. You lot are crazy. I swear. You lot are fuckers, man. I can't read some of these comments out. It's just ridiculous. Why don't you make a prediction video? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean prediction video? What, for the season? So I've got loads of videos coming up, man. Loads of stuff coming up. Like I said, watch alongs for away games with Chig on this channel. I'll be at home games, but every single game I'll be doing a press conference reaction video. I'll be doing a preview for the game. I'll be doing a starting 11 reaction. I'll be doing the watch alongs for away games and the review in the watch along at the end, and then a player ratings after that. For home games, I'll be doing a review straight after the game, and then the player ratings a couple of hours later, 2-3 hours later or something. And then to fill in the gaps, you'll obviously have the podcast at the first week of the month, but I'll also continue to do these live streams when there's not videos being put out there. So if we play on a Sunday, obviously all the videos will be done by the Sunday night. If we're not playing again until, I don't know, Thursday, then the days in between, I'll fill the gaps by doing the live streams at 5 and 9 every night. So loads of content coming. So yeah, subscribe, man. Anyway, listen, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you to nearly 2,000 of you at one point, I think it was, that were watching live. Listen, the comments go so quickly, I can't see everyone's comments. So, and by the time I scroll back to them, it's rejigged again, and it's mad. It's hard work. So listen, thank you very much. Big up yourselves. One more thing I'm going to say, yeah, see you, Taz, yeah? See them teeth? They are big teeth, bruv, but they're my teeth, yeah? And if I want to sort my fucking teeth out, I've got the money in the bank to go and do it. But I love how it winds people like you up, which is why I've never done it. So you enjoy your night. You can enjoy your block as well. And thank you to all the people that show love in the chat room. They don't get blocked because they don't act like fucking bellends. So anyway, thanks very much. I'm going to go and enjoy my evening. Pepe's coming tomorrow. Laters, peeps.